Hi, I'm Antoine Casgrain. I'm the head of Wealth Direct Services at MLC. That's basically NAB's wealth division. Contact center of about 350 people or so. Been working with Linda for the last 12 years, Linda Simonson of FuturePeople. Absolutely love working with them. They're truly always at the leading edge of recruitment practices. If you think of their work with emotional intelligence in their assessment centers, if you think of the heartonomics, if you think of how they're quantified what staff engagement means to the bottom line of an organization. My background is industrial psychology, so it probably made sense that I would end up in an area where you've got large groups of people who help others, So I love the energy and the passion that contact centers have. I'm always fascinated by the ingenuity of people and their ability to always look for solutions for their customers. And the energy you have at a contact center is second to none compared to any other organizations or business units. Now, the impact on my career, it's probably more the impact, given the gray hair, that I now have on people's careers. But I love the fact that it's a very vibrant environment and how people grow very quickly. And it's such a pleasure for me to see people who I started working with maybe 3 or 4 or 5 years ago and are now leading contact centers right around Australia and in Asia as well. And really, this 13-year career has really taken me now literally right around the world. As we participated in some various international customer service awards and best contact center awards. So it's been really awesome to see how every country approaches customer service, and they are very subtle differences from place to place. So it's been really a great learning experience for me. Well, what's engagement? Engagement is an emotional connection that the staff member has with the organization, with his or her job, and with his or her customers. It's as simple as that. You get up in the morning and you look forward to go to work. Are you excited about the day ahead? I know it sounds silly, but that's simple as that. Do you publicly defend the organization and your industry when you're at a barbecue and somebody's bagging your company and so forth? When you're at work, are you spontaneous? Are you creative? Are you smiling? Again, it's as simple as that. And I think as well, true engaged employees, often they stay, although there may be better conditions next door, a bit more money next door, but they're truly, truly happy where they are. Now, to foster and engender and to develop such people, you need some strong leadership and you need some engaged leaders as well. Now, engaged leaders are people who are true captains of their ship. They've got two hands at the wheel, and it's very clear where we're going and what's happening. And people need to know that. They need to know that there's a captain on board. So it's about visibility, congruence of leaders' action, consistency, courage of their decisions, and also encouraging courage in your decisions at the call front. And also it's about removing barriers on a day-to-day basis to make sure that people can do what they do best, and not distracted. I think a good example of that, organizationally speaking, is to understand that we're all customers of each other, and one cannot be successful unless people around me, behind me, or ahead of me are not working in sync. Well, FuturePeople proved it in their white paper, which I invite you to read, the Heartonomics white paper, that clearly demonstrates that staff engagement translates into greater profitability for an organization. I've certainly seen it for 15 years now in the contact center game, here in Canada and in most countries in Asia where I've worked. It just makes sense. You've all been to a store, retail store, where you walk in, it's a cool store, it's got great music and great material, great frocks and good prices and all that, but you get a dud salesperson, who doesn't care, and sometimes you even late not buy anything. On the flip side, you go to a daggy store, you get a great person who's really engaged and welcomes you, and you end up leaving with buying twice as much as what you expected to buy. The difference is a person. No matter what you've invested around, it's the person. Well, same principle in a contact center game. Therefore, good leaders ensure that they nurture the staff engagement of their team, and they do this by the way they welcome them to work, the way they appreciate them throughout the day, the way they encourage them throughout the day, the way they remove obstacles proactively, especially if it's a bad day, the way they distract them as well in a nice way, the way they surprise them. It's just like it's the same thing as a relationship with a partner, isn't it? It's how you distract, how you surprise, how you delight. It's the same principle, and guess what? That's exactly what you expect them to do with your customers. So you should do it to them. It's as simple as that, you know. And of course, I think what's very important now, and it's really growing. The millenniums really brought this up, and I think every generation now is very acutely aware of this. Is that of course, if they give their all and that they're truly engaged, what the organization does very well. Well, yes, of course, I should probably get a little cut of the action as well. So I think it's very important to have some form of performance-based rewards for your agents in a contact center. Now, the challenge for leaders who are nurturing staff engagement is that they're so involved in the business, in the trenches, that they forget to step back a little bit and really look at how is everybody doing around me, you know? So it's very easy to work, whatever, 18 hours a day, but you know what? You'll still go home and think, oh, I could have done this, I forgot to do that, and so forth. You know? So you really literally need to put some time aside throughout your days to how are my people doing? You know, and what do I need to do today to make sure I nurture staff engagement? Because you want people to leave every day and feel like they had a great day, and that my manager understands, or my leader understands me and understands the kind of day I have myself. You know, and Australians are not very good at this. You know, they're not very good at connecting and at really relating with their team members. So I really encourage you to do that. Most companies overseas invest between $150 to $350 a year per head on staff engagement activities, you know, for distractions or encouragement, rewards, and so forth. So Australia is very far away from that. So it's very important that you spend time to get to know your staff, connect with your staff, light them, nurture them, develop them, invest in them, and it'll come back to you in spades in terms of customer satisfaction, of course, and profitability.